Did you get names, descriptions of who they were?
Fellow with glasses, fancily dressed. They didn't give any names. They said they were members of the Walton gang, and they ran out of that ridge dead end pass.
And what they rob you for?
You asking how much they robbed, or what did they actually rob me for?
Give me both. Interested to hear.
I mean, they called themselves the robbers of the robbers, and I make no, I don't hide who I am. So I'm guessing that was that reason. And they, I mean, to their only credit, they only took $75, but it's not about that. It's about the principle of the matter. I'm sure you could understand.
Why you gotta muddy up a situation with ugly words like that? Do you even know what the hell people use that word for? Like a goddamn cudgel. Principle.
I ain't using it like those other fellas people, mate.
And
ain't about that.
unfortunately,
I mean,
it carries the connotation it do.
I understand what connotation it carries, being overused and whatnot. But the fact of the matter is, how would you feel if you were robbed?
Been robbed.
You don't go after those people, you just let it happen?
Sometimes some things are worth letting go.
I mean, I might have let it go, but no fucking idea who these people are, and they call themselves the robbers of the robbers. To me, that sounds like a vigilante, doesn't it to you?
An ugly-ass term, but yeah, I guess you could call it that.
So I'd probably have a... I mean, are you vigilantes?
I've been charged with it before, but I don't call myself that, no.
Would you call yourself the robbers of the robbers?
Not that I run by, no.
Would you have any issues with Rhodes Bank being robbed? For whatever reason.
Shit.
They seem pretty upset about Rhodes Bank for some reason. Now, we did rob Rhodes Bank, but not on the day they questioned about. Anyway, back to the original point. So you're... I mean, you've been charged with being a vigilante, but you don't go around. You're not a vigilante.
Not like those bootlicker sons of bitches Seth Kelly's yellow bellies used to be, no.
Well, we're at least we're on the same page about that. You hear they're bounty hunters now?
Oh, I know. Got a little something working up for that, actually.
Yeah, well, we already had our run-in with them. Only one, but we pulled out of it all right. What I'm trying to make is, I don't hide who I am. And, if I came at you with some sort of tone, I mean, been very difficult to find you people when I didn't get names. All I got is rides with the Walton gang. I'm here to settle it so it doesn't go any further.
Well, you gotta understand, when you come to me in a place of business with somebody I have business with, get 2 foot in front of me and start walking down my throat, you're gonna catch a tone.
That's fair. I mean, you can imagine having a gun pointed at you would also equate the same tone.
It's such a barbaric escalation, though, don't you think?
I would agree. The man to my left, he would usually call me hot-headed. I'm doing my very best to remain calm as of late, which is why I'm having a cordial conversation. I don't pull out any weapons unless I mean to use them. I'm happy to settle this civilly. I mean, it's the only way this needs to go, is civilly. You seem like a kind of man that wouldn't escalate things unless it really was the last thing necessary.
It's how people tend to get old in this line of work.
My grandfather would agree with you. He got old. He's a broken man now, but he got old.
Yeah, I got confronted this year that I've spent about 50% of my life doing this.
You and him would have a lot to talk about. There'll be a lot of things you'd be on the same page about. He also doesn't escalate things unless he has to. Me, unfortunately, sometimes my youth and hot-headedness will take over.
This is cool.
So for that, and for the way I approached you in the gun store, yeah, sure. I approached you improperly. And possibly could have done it at a better time. So if you wish to start over, I'm happy to start over.
Well, I didn't even know who y'all was till I got filled in on it. Olvidados, right?
Pleasure to meet you. My name is Jesse Williams of the Los Olvidados. The man to my left is our second in charge, James Grover.
Heard about a man named Grover before.
Two behind me, well, one behind me now. It's Ellis.
Who's the man holding the shotgun?
Who's holding the shotgun? I can't see.
The gentleman that was talking business with Mr. Wade.
Oh, that's good. Out of respect for Duke and the respect that he has for Wayne, I'll do something I don't think Grover's ever heard me do, and I'll apologize for the way I approached you.
I don't need an apology, son. I really don't. As long as you understand why exactly I bit back.
It's perfectly fine. Moving on to the actual reason at hand. Are you happy to settle it?
Well, I ain't flush with cash at the moment. Did some work for Wade back then. He got his cut, and that's what I was carrying on me.
I'm not looking for it all back. I'm just looking for something to make it even. That way we can clean our hands of it.
What you have in mind?
How much you got?
How much I got? $20, a 10, a 5, and a couple of singles.
Jesus Christ. How much is that girl? I'm not very good at maths.
Almost 40.
Yeah.
We'll call it 25. We'll call it even. We'll wipe our hands of it. Is that acceptable to you?
Suppose.
It'll allow me to pay rent on shitty apartment I've got.
Yeah, I suppose that comfort might, in theory, make it whole.
Alright then.
We'll buy your boys some decent dinner tonight, too.
So you've heard of us before? Or you've heard of Grover before?
I have.
Bad
Little
things
group called
are.
the Black Ridge.
I see.
Set them up with a bit of work in this fine city not too long ago.
Well, as Jesse said, we are the Los Olvidados, we are of the West. Everything else in between that, I'm sure folks can fill you in, but I've heard similar from you and yours, about you and yours, I should say. Good folks, good business folk. Ain't no reason that that can't happen in the future, Mr. Walton. All it takes is, for your boys to leave ours be, and we'll do the same in turn. Ain't no reason for bloodshed. The law does enough of that, as is the bounty hunters. I'm sure you can agree.
We have common enemies. No point squabbling over each other's.
Of course.
For what it's worth, though, pretty sure I caught one of you boys outside Blackwater once on a wagon. When I was with mine, I told him to cut them loose on account as Ellis put y'all in good standing, at least by word.
That was me.
You remember that then, as well?
Didn't know that was you, but I remember that. And then, I will say, the two boys that robbed me, they did know who I was before they robbed me.
You said it was down at the Dead End Pass.
No, they robbed me in Blackwater, up at the blackjack table.
Oh, you mentioned something about that Dead End Pass.
We just heard. That's where you live.
We don't really live anywhere. We've moved around for a long time. Sure, we might have holed up there for a while, but ain't nothing like that no more.
Best way to survive.
Actually, I tell you what. You say it's called whole. I'll sweeten just a bit. Later on that night, we picked these up and having a hell of a time selling them. It's plated gold, but the pearls is genuine. Lady we took them off says they was $30. You want them?
I don't know nothing about jewelry, Gravy. You're probably better off this than I am.
Let me have a look here.
Fellas, I don't mean to put anything on this.
Bit of a jeweler's eye myself. I've been cutting
Sheriff out
gems
front
for a
knows
long
who
time.
we are.
It's
Wade's
plated
bought us
gold,
15
but
minutes starting from
it's
when
a
you
good
walked
enough
out here, so
job
I'd
that
say
you
we
could
got about
probably
10
sell
minutes
just
before she
solid
comes
if you
back
felt
here.
like it.
Yeah, we're almost done. Grover's don't have earrings.
Well,
Fair enough.
I'll give you some money for him. I ain't gonna take him off you. You sold your debt with Jesse. This is a simple transaction.
Consider him a gift. Good wish and goodwill.
Very well. I appreciate it. Go to a good home, I'm sure.
Actually,
Yeah, took him off a pretty little bell from out in Blackwater.
you are actively looking for those bounty hunters?
Not at this exact moment, no. I'm a bit short about 10 sets of hands for that.
Oh,
Grover, did you hear what I had to say?
Would you ever be interested
did.
in
Okay,
potential
so
love
step
ones
over
of
here for a
theirs?
second.
If you're talking about
So Way said, like I said, we got about 10 minutes. Way said we can go loud and proud out the front, so long as we don't shoot out the fucking windows of the
Yes,
store. He's got
yeah.
no problem with that. Or we can go up to the top,
Yeah.
get up on the rooftop. He said if we follow the roof south, we can zip out that way and take the ladder down and come out by the back alleys over by Telegrams. And he says he never saw us leave. So
No, that ain't an
Go out my
option.
way to do anything
Sean's out
to
the
it.
front, and you're too
Yeah.
banged up for all that. We're
You
going
want
out the
to
front.
know?
I am, yeah.
good news is they don't know
We got
Sean.
this
They
all together about a
definitely
week or two ago.
said at least 3 of us. So,
Okay.
and I think Ellis says he for a fact she knows who he is. So.
Business we need to talk about.
Got a sheriff out front, that's all. We're pretty wanted.
I don't reckon I need to get any shotgun
what's the
shells.
sheriff?
Yeah, it's Bowen.
Yeah,
Bowen.
this is her town. That makes sense. She's on the mend. You ever heard of a group called Lovelaces?
Yeah, we ran into
I
him a
met-
couple of times.
Yeah, I met a Lovelace once.
They put her on stage and shot her down execution style.
Yeah, damn.
She's only just gotten back up on her feet. I know probably don't got any love between you and her, but she's goddamn reasonable. I'll give her that. I'll give her a lot of respect for her position. You make it known you don't want to cause trouble, you can probably, as long as she's by herself. She ain't gonna cause anything about it.
I didn't see her have anybody backing her up,
Yeah, it's only a matter of time.
right?
We,
Sheriff said
we don't
no
have
for
any
long.
personal gripes with deputies or sheriffs who do their job. They're doing their job. They don't really care. They got a job to do.
Yeah, well, Bolton used to work on our side of the line as well. For a long time.
It would seem the eyeball favors us,
Reasonable,
Grover.
too. If you can talk yourself out of a corner with anybody, it's her.
I got my eyeball coin from
So you're not gonna
Barbara.
take yourself a Neil for the ride out of town with us in case something does happen? You should buy yourself, that's all.
I ain't that bothered. I've always been
Alright, we'll take-
slippery. I know these alleys well enough that I can probably slip away if I had to.
Rightio. Alright, we'll be heading off. Take it easy.
Pleasure
You as
meeting
well.
you, Mr. Walton. I'm glad we could get this figured out amicably.